Public hearing. So item 2.1 for the public hearing, PPLT and FPLT 23-000628 final plat for Foxfire 1 subdivision block 1 lots 3R through 6R being a replat of lots 3 through 7 Foxfire 1 subdivision, a map of which is recorded in volume 45, page 123, map records of Nueces County, Texas, together with the adjacent portion of Avenue H closed by city ordinance number 82-37. Applicant Millstone Land Incorporated, property location 522 East Avenue G and adjacent property. Item 2.2 FPLT 23-000630, final plat of Blue Marlin subdivision block 1 lot 3. A final plat of 3.762 acres on an existing 24.582 acre tract comprising portions of lots 1 through 3 and 8 through 10, block 51, lots 1 through 10, blocks 49 and 50, lots 4 through 7, block 48, state land surveys, Mustang Island, Nueces County, Texas, as shown on the map of public land and on Mustang Island dated May 1945, as filed in the General Land Office in Austin, Texas, at lots 3 through 5, block 51, also being referenced in land award and receipt from the state of Texas on behalf of Permanent School Fund to MDW Financial Limited Partnership and document number 2013-033412, recorded in official public records of Nueces County, Texas. Applicant Blue Marlin Holdings LLC, Gabriel Goodman, property location 3100 block of Highway 361. Number 3, citizen comments and reports. At this time, comments will be taken from the audience on any subject matter. Please limit comments to 3 minutes in accordance with the Open Meetings Act. Planning and Zoning Commission may not discuss or take action on any item that has been posted on the agenda. We have
Just Joellen, you want to say?
just Joellen.
Okay.
Okay. Moving on to items for consideration. Discuss and take action or pass any of the following. Item 4.1. Discuss and take action on the minutes from Thursday, February 23rd, 2023, Planning and Zoning Commission meeting. Do we have any questions or comments about the
Changes
the
were
minutes?
made, everything looked good.
That's the first one, right?
Correct.
Yeah, that's
Make a motion to accept?
second.
Okay, with a motion from Marty Phelan and a second from Craig Scott. Barney Farley,
Yes.
Marty Phelan,
Yes.
Craig Scott.
Yes.
Mike Dan,
Yes.
motion carried.
Item 4.2, discuss and take action on minutes from Thursday, March 23rd, 2023, Planning and Zoning Commission meeting.
I think this one has Leslie name needs to be over here too.
Okay,
Yep. So I'll make a motion to approve as amended. Okay. With the name.
We have a motion and a second.
give me 1 second. Well, that's the March. meeting, correct?
That's March 23rd.
The records are right in the back, just you missed her name on the cover sheet.
And it does it automatically, so something went wrong there. Figure it out. All right, so that was a motion from Marty and a second from Craig.
Yes, correct.
All right, Marty Phelan,
Yes.
Craig Scott,
Yes.
Barney Farley,
Yes.
Mike Dan,
Yes.
motion carried.
Item 4.3, discuss and take action on FPLT 23-000630, final plat of Blue Marlin subdivision block 1, lot 3. Applicant Blue Marlin Holdings LLC, Gabriel Goodman, property location 3100 block of Highway 361.
Thank you. So the backstory is a little bit more complicated. So again, the preliminary plat approved last year for the property, basically kind of the remainder property where the Texan is, called it the old GLO tract. Preliminary plat was approved, basically consisted of 3 portions, and it's kind of the right way to explain it. So it was always intended to be kind of a phased process through the final plat. So this is the first phase final plat of a portion of that 3-portion tract known as Blue Marlin. It obviously is identified in the exhibit you see there. The utilities have all responded affirmatively, accepting that. The review engineer has said that it does adhere to our plating requirements. So again, preliminary plat was approved a year ago. This is now the phase, and obviously you'll get at some point in the future, you'll get the remaining pieces that come in for the final plats.
Yes.
That's basically close to being right. Okay.
I didn't see anything from the. AEP.
They 99% of
Yeah.
the time don't respond.
They don't. We have no indication to think that they wouldn't or wouldn't be beyond their capability. or anything.
I mean, it can always be a condition, but I mean, like Nicole said, if you go back, it's very rare that AEP ever replies. And to that point, Nicole and I were just talking, I think that we probably just for ourselves, maybe on the future, want to put on that form that a non-response within, we got to figure out a reasonable time, but a non-response is considered tacit approval, which is what it is. But that way just kind of covers us. I think we're going to add that maybe to the form.
Then send them a registered letter or something.
Just, again, they get it. We know they receive it. They just don't respond.
Well, there should be ample amounts of power close by with those massive power lines. right?
Yeah.
I have no issue with them getting
Yeah.
power in that area.
Shouldn't have a problem.
I
That
didn't
being
have a
said,
particular problem with it.
anybody have any other questions, concerns?
So there's no change. I mean, obviously, there's no change from the preliminary plat, so it's.
I'll make a motion to approve.
We have a motion
I'll second.
and a second.
Got a motion from Marty Phelan and a second from Craig Scott. Craig Scott,
Yes.
Marty Phelan,
Yes.
Barney Farley,
Yes.
and Mike Dayon.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay, item 4.4, discuss and take action on PPLT and FPLT 23-000628 final plat for Foxfire 1 subdivision. Block 1, lots 3R through 6R, applicant Millstone Land Incorporated. Property location 5-2 East Avenue G and adjacent property.
Yeah, I just wonder where they get the name Foxfire.
That's what it was called before.
Yeah, I wondered why it was called that before. So Foxfire 11th and G, a replat of 5 lots into 4 and the Avenue H closed portion that you see there in the that's closed by ordinance, which also points out why all our closings and vacations since then, we've always required the condition of the approval of the replat or the final approval is condition on them replatting it into the property. This has just kind of been out there.
But they don't do it 42 years later.
Yeah, so, or it gets lost, somebody doesn't recognize it, it creates all sorts of problems. Nonetheless, it is what it is. 82 was, I think, the closure of this one, the Avenue H portion. So it is incorporating that and taking the 5 lot, this closed alley, and replatting it into 4 lots. The review engineer, replied in the affirmative that does conform to our plating ordinance and and again, same affirmative responses without any conditions from all the utilities.
I didn't have any particular problems with it. I was just curious. Do we have any idea what they're really gonna do with it?
4 lots,
It's commercial.
I assume that the 3 lots are gonna be houses and then the 1 lot's gonna be probably remain a commercial lot.
But we don't, obviously, we don't know that.
Not exact,
Not
not
officially.
officially specifics.
We-
We've talked to people about what could happen
Right.
there and what might possibly happen if he purchases the property there, but we don't have.
we have no
No
plans,
plans in hand.
but there may be another eating establishment and drinking establishment.
another
Rumor
great-
has it.
Rumor has it, it might be a really good eating establishment that takes place in the current building that's there.
And then if that happens, when that happens, then we can address the parking and all the things.
None of that will come to you.
Now that come to me.
Nope. that's
No,
a
it'll all-
Straight building permit.
Yeah, it'll all have to be met.
What's the current ordinances and all that.
Yeah.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'm sorry, one question. The setback
From,
from Avenue G. It's 15 now? Okay.
Yep.
Because it showed 10
it
previously,
did,
but that was.
Right.
With the replat, one's gonna have to be 20, one's gonna have to be 15.
Right.
We usually give them a-
Right.
Because it's a corner.
they had 20 and 10 with the original Foxfire
Yeah.
subdivision, but Shells as it sat met the 15-foot setback requirement, so there was no problem with just making it go back to meet our regular ordinances. That was a discussion we had. with them.
Okay, perfect. Sorry. We get a
We have a
motion.
motion and
I'll second.
a second.
Motion from Marty Phelan, a second from Craig Scott. Barney Farley,
Yes.
Craig Scott,
Yes.
Marty Phelan,
Yes.
Mike Dan,
Yes.
Motion carries. 4.5, they pulled that
I do.
prior to today's meeting, after we posted the agenda, but before we
Yeah.
sent out the packet.
So,
So
so you will see it again, I think, with some revisions, I think. So,
Okay,
so
then I guess straight on to item 5, planning and zoning commission comments and items for future consideration.
Did we get some feedback or should we get some feedback from city council on, there was one they had briefly, I think that they, Marisol.
Marisol will come back again.
Probably next month,
Yeah,
if it does.
that's what they've indicated.
Do we have something we need to learn or do different or anything?
No, in the end of the day, it falls on me because the way the ordinance for what ended up being a variance reads were these specific language things. All of the items, I think, well, I know all of the items contextually, that those 4 specific items, all of the conversation touched all of those.
I'm gonna try to put you. on-
No, that's fine. No, but that's a good question.
If I gotta do something different, just let me know.
No, but the city manager felt that that needed to be recited verbatim. And then the conversation would very likely be the same.
So this
So
is something between you two guys.
it's a test. Yeah, I mean, it's a,
Yeah, paperwork procedure issue.
Okay.
but it comes back to you. So that doesn't mean that,
Oh, I know, just if I did something I need to learn. from
no,
you.
that it really, it was, we'd never approached it that way before. I had not. We recognized that there had to be reasons for it to be granted unique nature. All of those were discussed. And I think that the applicant engineer mentioned that at the meeting, but city manager felt reading the ordinance and that's a strict interpretation and that's fine. So there was no harm, no foul. Bring it back and,
Interpretation or something? See a process guy?
you
I,
know, there's Rick's interpretation and there's Rick's boss's interpretation and guess who's prevails. So like I said, so that was like,
Hey, I'm
fine.
I'm
So-
good. I just.
but that's why. And I just wanted
She
to,
laughed at my joke. You reviewed it.
I just wanted to thank Nicole for the minutes. I know that it's required, but it isn't one of the more enjoyable things that she does.
Literally the most miserable thing. I
And the
do.
software,
Agree.
and the software was supposed to be, make it easier and automated. I don't know that it does or doesn't, but anyway, thanks for your patience in us not getting them out always right on time, because it does take a lot more work to get them right. So thanks publicly for,
Yeah, you guys just sit through.
For
the
me not
meeting.
having to
I
do
have
it.
Sit through it about 4 times.
but part of it, I think, is just an excuse to plug in her ears and earbuds and not have to listen to me maybe either. So, but anyway, thanks for, I know you have to do it, but thanks for doing it.
Thank you. With that. We'll call to adjourn.
Good job.
All right,
3:14.
at 3:14.
Maybe not a record, but top 10.
Folks, top 10 for sure.
Apparently I'm not.
Like people don't say things, it's really.
Rather be lucky than good.
Yeah.
Well, this is a pretty benign
Before today.
agenda. It wasn't-
Yeah.
Yeah, our record is still 11 minutes, so.
If I hadn't gone off in that
Yeah.
way, I could have beat it.
Hey, and I gotta do that. It's free. All you had to do was work 3 12-hour days.
Yeah, there's no,
I worked 3 12-hour days. I did not get that.
there's no free anything.
Yeah, it's on.
I mean,
No free hats.
I actually worked 4 12-hour days.
Oh,
must have some left over.
yeah. Yes, oh, that's free.
Good to see you.
Just remind me, the theater, we'll do the theater.